Religion has played a fundamental role in the economy throughout history. Since ancient times, religious institutions have influenced the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. Temples and sacred places were not only spiritual centers, but also economic ones. In this series, we will explore how various religions and their institutions have shaped the economies of their respective eras. From the temples of Mesopotamia to medieval churches in Europe, we will see how faith and economics have been intertwined in fascinating and complex ways. In Mesopotamia, temples were not only religious centers, but also economic ones. Ziggurats, large stepped structures, served as places of worship and administration. Priests managed lands, collected tribute, and organized trade. The temples owned vast tracts of land and were responsible for the distribution of food and resources. This concentration of economic and religious power allowed the temples to significantly influence the local and regional economy. In ancient Egypt, temples also played a crucial role in the economy. Temples controlled vast tracts of agricultural land, organized the construction of monuments, and managed large amounts of resources. Priests were responsible for collecting taxes and tributes, as well as distributing food during times of scarcity. Egyptian temples were, therefore, centers of economic and political power, in addition to being places of worship. During the Middle Ages in Europe, the Catholic Church became a powerful economic institution. The monasteries and churches owned large areas of land and were centers of agricultural and craft production. Monks copied manuscripts, produced goods, and offered educational and medical services. Pilgrimages to shrines also generated significant income, turning sacred sites into important economic centers. In the Islamic world, religious institutions also played an important role in the economy. Mosques and madrasas, Islamic schools, were not only centers of education and worship, but also of economic administration. Zakat, one of the pillars of Islam, is a religious tax used to help those in need. In addition, waqfs, pious foundations, financed public infrastructure such as hospitals, schools, and mosques, contributing to economic and social well-being. Buddhism has influenced the economy of many Asian societies. Buddhist monasteries were centers of learning and production, where sutras were copied and religious objects were made. Additionally, pilgrimages to sacred sites such as Bodh Gaya in India generated significant income. Buddhist monks also played an important role in distributing food and resources, promoting charity and community well-being. The Jewish economy has been remarkably adaptable throughout history, especially during the diaspora. Jewish communities in Europe, the Middle East, and other regions developed trade and financial networks that transcended borders. Synagogues and Talmudic schools were centers not only of religious learning, but also of economic exchange. Jews played a crucial role in trade, banking, and crafts, often acting as intermediaries between different cultures and economies. During the Renaissance and Reformation, the relationship between religion and economics was transformed. The Catholic Church continued to be a powerful economic force, but the Protestant Reformation brought significant changes. Protestantism promoted the ethic of work, savings, and investment, which contributed to the development of capitalism in Europe. Religious leaders such as Martin Luther and John Calvin championed the idea that hard work and economic prosperity were signs of divine grace. In colonial America, religion played a crucial role in the economy. Catholic missions in Latin America were centers of agricultural and craft production, while in North America, Puritan communities developed economies based on hard work and self-sufficiency. Plantations and estates, often linked to religious institutions, became important economic drivers. Faith and economics were deeply intertwined in the development of the American colonies. In the modern era, the influence of religion on the economy remains significant. Religious institutions continue to play important roles in charity, education, and health. Many religious organizations manage investment funds and properties and are actively involved in economic and social development. Religious ethics also influence individual and collective economic behavior, promoting values such as honesty, responsibility, and solidarity. Today, the relationship between religion and economics can be observed in various aspects of daily life. Faith-based organizations remain a crucial source of support for communities, offering essential services and promoting social cohesion. Microfinance initiatives driven by religious groups help empower marginalized communities. In addition, ethical principles derived from religion influence personal economic decisions, promoting practices such as fair trade and socially responsible investment.